Hi, I'm Lynn Bowie. I'm a professor of biology at CSM.
Hi, I'm Rachel Cunningham. I'm professor of geography at Skyline College.
This is our favorite California natives for the garden. We are going to share some of our favorite California natives that you can plant in your garden. And this is for San Mateo County. Natives use less water, a very important consideration these days, and they are important for maintaining healthy pollinator populations. They are also beautiful.
We are going to feature some of our favorites with tips for success in a residential garden setting.
Our first favorite is the California coffeeberry, Rhamnus californica. This is a great plant for green shrubs to plant in your landscape and can substitute for non-native green backbone plants that you might choose. It's drought resistant, but you can plant it with your other shrubs and will tolerate a landscape sprinkler or drip system. Some natives do not do well in watered landscapes. The flowers are small and light green, not showy. The berries are prominent in the fall and will attract birds. The flowers may be small, but pollinators know how to find them. This plant is deer resistant.
So our rating is that the coffeeberry is easy to grow and it's a great starter for your native garden. Next is a currant. The native red currant is Ribes sanguineum. There are other species and color varieties that you can see from this picture here. So it's a different variety for your pictures, for your flowers. This plant is good for middle ground for spring color. It grows tall, but it's not spreading. Red currant and its varieties put on a show in the spring. It tends to grow tall rather than wide. It works for middle ground in front of other background shrubs you might grow in your garden. Like many natives, it is drought resistant, but will also be compatible with an irrigation system. You can choose a number of color varieties. Their small blueberries are desired by birds, and bee pollinators will visit the flowers.
Our rating is that it's easy to grow and in its glory in the spring. Our next plant is bush anemone, and the scientific name is Carpentaria californica. So this plant is a little bit like a native camellia. It grows tall, so it needs to be in the background or middle ground. It needs a little heat and water, so it is more successful in the warmer parts of San Mateo and not so much on the coast. The blooms are showy in the summer and sweetly scented. It prefers morning sun and partial shade, so will not work in a hot, sunny spot. It is somewhat drought tolerant. Butterflies are attracted by the flowers, and it is deer resistant.
Our rating is that this is worth trying in a warmer area along with some summer water. A really great plant that's going to be on the larger side is a California flannel bush, or Fremontodendron californicum. This is a tall featured tree or shrub. It's going to be up to 18 by 10 feet. So it needs no water once it's established, but it will tolerate some landscape water if you do have an irrigation system already. Whether you're in San Mateo County or you're on the coast, it is going to need full sun. It has these great long showy bloom season through late spring through fall with large 3-inch flowers. They're quite spectacular. They're good for native bees. A tip for humans though, they do have these star-shaped hairs on the foliage that can be a skin irritant if you touch them. So if you have young children or if you have dogs, it might not be as ideal for you.
Our rating is it's easy to grow as a specimen in your yard for low traffic areas, especially for children. Our next plant is the California lilac, or Ceanothus. The ceanothus you can get ranges with a variety of different plants. You can get tall, short, spreading ceanothus for any garden situation. It needs no water when established, but will accept landscape water if that's what you already have in your space. It's a great low maintenance plant. It has a better flower show in sunnier locations, although it will tolerate shade. Brilliant blues from sky to almost navy blue to some purple and even white are available depending on the variety of ceanothus that you choose. Pollinators will flock to it.
Our rating is that it's easy to grow, very versatile, and really every garden should have some. Our last plant is evening primrose, which is going to be flowers in the Anothera family. So these are very showy summer and fall spreading shrubs. They also get quite tall. They need no water when they're established. They grow naturally in open spaces and roadsides, and they also are self-seeding, so you don't have to replant them every year. They're a great choice for an untended spot to improve habitat value of a garden, since they aren't quite as manicured as some other plants. They're great for both their birds, both for nectar, you'll get hummingbirds, and then you'll also get seed-eating birds when you have the dry stalks with the seed. And the dry stalks will provide a post-season interest to the landscape.
Our rating is almost a desirable weed, so it's very easy to grow. So what we want to say is to try natives.
You can talk to your local nurseries or your local California Extension Service for more options. Thank you.
Thank you.